Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Shelley. Good to see you here today on YouTube. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I am going to go live on TikTok in just a few minutes, but I wanted to start off with you guys because we are talking about a special subject today where all you need to have that financial freedom that you desire is your phone. A phone, Wi-Fi, and a social media channel. So you pick the channel that you want to start with. You can eventually go on all the channels, but you need a phone, Wi-Fi, and a social media channel. And you are off to the races with beginning to learn the skills to have the financial freedom that you desire. Who here wants more financial freedom? So I'm here to talk about that today. We're going to be going through the 5 steps, the 5 other things that you need besides that. I think we are. We'll see how much time we have. But the other 5 things that you need to make sure that are in alignment with what you're selling online in order for it to be successful, correct? So we're going to go live on TikTok in a few minutes. And during that TikTok live, I'm going to be showing some things from my screen. If you want to go over to TikTok, I'm Wealth Builder Mastery on TikTok, so you can actually see the screens as well. And someday I'm going to figure out how to do that here on TikTok. I'm just looking around to see if there's a way I can share a screen on TikTok. I'm not sure. I might have to end up doing a zoom into to YouTube in order to share with you the pages. But if you just go to wealthbuildermastery.com, you will be able to see everything that I'm showing you as well. So just follow along if I'm showing the other people on TikTok the screen, and I'm excited to have you here with me today. So let's go live there. Trying to figure out how I can do that and save you guys my arm in front of the camera. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't been here for a while. I'm Shelley, and I'm coming in today to talk to you about how you can just use 3 things: your phone, your Wi-Fi, and a social media channel to start building the financial freedom you desire online. So thanks so much for being here. Come on in. Let me know who's here. You're joining. Make sure to share it out to your friends. I'm going to go do that as well. Oh, they keep changing things on me here. You can share this out to friends of yours and about 15 people. And then you can also tap the screen to let people know that we are here, that we're doing this. And I have one more person to share with. Who should I share with? I have these groups too, these groups of people to share with. So you guys, I haven't been on here for a while. So say hi. If this is the first time you're coming in, put a 1 in the chat. If this is the first time you've seen me on a live, put a 1 in the chat. All you need to have that financial freedom you desire is your phone, a Wi-Fi, and a social media channel. And we're going to talk about that today. How is that possible? I didn't even know. I see I have a filter on that's giving me really long lashes. I mean, I do have pretty long lashes, but it's extremely long lashes. I don't think it's the normal thing that I have on. Anyway, it's distracting me. Thanks for coming in. Put a 1 in the chat if this is the first time you've been on a live with me. Tap the screen and let people know that we're here, that we're talking about this. All you need is a phone, a Wi-Fi, and a social media channel. And then you'll want to learn skills. You want to learn some skills in order to know how to use your phone, a Wi-Fi, and a social media channel, right? You're going to need to have some skills to do that. Just like when we go to school, when we go to college, we learn some skills, and then we are able to apply those to a certain field, and then we are able to have success. So it doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen in a very short time. Most people that come into the digital marketing business that I am in, our average is that within your first 7 days, you have earned back your investment into the program, which is a very low investment for the rest of your life. So if you have a phone, if you have Wi-Fi, if you have a social media channel or have the ability to open a social media channel, then you can start to learn to earn extra income online. That's what I did 18 months ago. If you're new here, I'm Shelly. Put a 1 in the chat if you're also new here. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'm from Arizona, where it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I told my friend today we're having Minnesota hot. I'm originally from Minnesota, and Minnesota hot is hot with humidity. So we had rain a couple days ago, and now we're having Minnesota hot in Arizona. Normally in Arizona, we have dry heat. We have super dry heat. So we're having Minnesota hot where it's very humid. I actually like it quite a bit, probably because I grew up with that, but I don't think I would like that every day. So where are you coming in from? Thanks for being here. Let's see. We've got Joe. We've got some dog person. I don't see the dog head. Somebody with the dog. Arthur, thanks for coming in. Let me know where you're coming in from. What's the weather like there? I'm Shelly, and I have been doing digital marketing for 18 months. The reason I started 18 months ago is because I was stressed. I was struggling. I was just getting by paycheck to paycheck. I had a coaching business that was going up and down in as far as income goes. And I was just feeling so frustrated that not only was it difficult to go to the grocery store and figure out where I was going to get the money to buy groceries and feed myself until the next paycheck came in, or until the next money came in. And I was just stressed way above what you could possibly imagine. I was stressed out. Have you been there? Put a 2 in the chat if you've been in that position of being so stressed out you don't know how you're going to get out of it. And on top of that, I'm in the older person category where I'm starting to think about I need to have some money saved for retirement. And I knew that wasn't happening and fast enough. It wasn't happening fast enough, big enough. And so I was not only frustrated, stressed, struggling, I was scared. I was scared because I didn't have a solution. I didn't have a way to earn extra income. I didn't know anything 18 months ago about digital marketing, about earning income online. Now, you guys have probably seen that digital marketing, earning income online, becoming affiliates, this is the way of the future. This started with COVID, really. It started with COVID when everyone went home. They didn't have a job. They needed to start earning income. So they went to the internet and people started figuring out how they could earn income online. And so digital marketing grew during that time in leaps and bounds. And then it's continued to grow because of our economy, because we have many people that don't want to go back to work. We want people that have kids that want to stay at home with their kids, that want to have extra income for travel. Imagine if you had an extra 3, 6, 9 a day. Let's just repeat that. 3, 6, or 9 a day. 9 a day is $328K a year. What difference would that make in your life? How would you be living differently than you're living right now? What would you do? Would you travel several times a year? Would you quit your job? Would you have the freedom and flexibility to do whatever you want, whenever you want it? Would you not have to report into anyone at your job? You be able to say, see you later. I'm my own boss now. I'm in control of my time. I'm in control of my income. And really, ultimately, you know what? You're always in control, but you just don't realize it. My mentor, Bob Proctor, used to say, your company doesn't pay you. It's your, I don't know how he used to say it. It comes through your company. The income you earn comes through your company, And so it's what you put out into the universe that brings you that income. So you're always in control whether you have a job or not. Now, would you like more control? Would you be able to say sayonara to the job and have your own control of your income, your time, of your freedom? So let's get some chat going on here. Who's here? Where are you coming in from? Chandra, thanks for being here. Maria, thanks for being here. Mary, Janet, thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Tap the screen. Let people know that we're here. Today I'm talking about, I remembered I have this extra phone. It's a display tool. This was a phone that I had. My last phone I had has some damage on it, so they wouldn't take it back. So now this is my tool, but it's a tool to say, if you have a phone, if you have a Wi-Fi, if you have a social media channel, which you do, if you're watching me right now, then you can have the ability and you can learn how to get the skills to earn online. I've been attracted to, I have to tell you, I'm addicted to this channel. I'm addicted to this channel. I listen to it pretty much all day. Sometimes I even scroll it in my car, which I know is very dangerous, but I'm addicted to it. And what I've been hearing lately is, some more affiliate marketing opportunities. But what I have to tell you is that affiliate marketing is not what this is. Digital marketing is different than affiliate marketing. Digital marketing in the company I'm with, which is, not a big corporate company. It's just a company a woman started that had success in digital marketing. So with our company, we get the master resale rights for our programs. We get the master resale rights. I didn't know what that was. What is a master resale right? It means you buy your program, your educational program on how to do digital marketing, and then you have the rights to resell it to other people. When you take these rights and resell it to other people, thank you so much, Marcy. Thank you so much. You get 100% profit, 100% profit. In affiliate marketing, I was even just watching this. They were saying, oh, you might, if your product is like a water bottle and it costs like a certain $14, you might get 11 cents from everything you sell. Well, would you rather make 900 or 11 cents on every product that you sell? I'd rather make 900. I'd rather have high ticket sales. I'm just reading Marcy's hair salon. Oh, thank you so much. I'm obsessed with my hair. I have a really great hairdresser in Arizona. And luckily, when my hairdressers have moved or I've been able to get their friend or somebody really good, and it takes me a couple years really to get somebody to cut it how I want it to be cut. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's always good to feel good about how you look, and how and it helps you to feel better, for me, it helps me to just be more comfortable and share the message that I'm here to share, which is that you guys don't have to struggle like I struggled. You don't have to be stressed about finances like I was stressing about finances. Financial stress has been a lifelong battle for me, really. I was just talking to my therapist today about how my father and I used to have arguments about money all the time. He used to have arguments with my mom about money all the time. So I learned that money was stressful. I learned really bad things about money, but now I'm learning how to change that in myself, how to know that money is a tool. Money is something that everyone deserves and everyone can have. And it's a tool that we can accept as being good. And we can do good with money, to be able to not have to worry about being able to buy groceries until the next paycheck is going to free you up so much. I hated that feeling of not getting paid till Friday. It's Tuesday today. Say we're not getting paid till Friday. I got 4 days to figure out how I'm going to feed myself and my cats. I don't have kids, so I just have to feed myself. But sometimes it's like having to check all the credit cards to see if there's a little bit of balance. Maybe there's $25 and I can put a little bit on that credit card, a little bit on this credit card, and get myself enough food until the check comes in again. And then when the check comes in, to know that it's already spent, that all the bills that I have are going to be used up with that check. And that It's a never ending cycle. Who here can relate to me on this? I know you can, and you probably don't talk about it that much. I had a really hard time admitting that I used to be like this. I used to have this struggle, admitting it to strangers, but my mentor, who I use in this program, who's been very successful, bringing in over 416 months. I choose to mentor with him because he's had success. And he says that I have to tell my story. I have to tell where I was at because that's where you're at. That's what you're going to identify with. And so in order for me to be successful, I have to be willing to tell the truth about where I was at, no matter how much education I had, no matter how many skills I had previous to starting digital marketing. The fact was, the reason I started it was I needed extra cash. And I needed it quickly, and I didn't know what to do. And then I saw a friend of mine. She was on social media, and she is very out there. And she was having fun and talking about all the extra income she was learning to earn online. And so I messaged her, and I said, "What are you doing? I need to know. What are you doing? I need to know." She said, "It's digital marketing." I'm like, "What the heck is that?" I don't know. I was so skeptical about what it was, about how it worked, that you could earn 100% of everything you sold. I was skeptical about every single thing. I asked her probably 100 questions. And then finally I said, "Shelly, get over yourself. Get over yourself. Do you need the extra cash? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Why don't you just take a chance?" And when she told me she had installment plans and I could get started right away with an installment, I still had to wait 2 days until I got paid. And when I got paid, that was the first thing I got was an installment into this program. And I've never looked back. I never regretted that decision. Never, because it was a one-time investment that's paid me over and over and over again for the last 18 months. And I continue to learn exactly how this business works, exactly in new tips and tricks. I just started with my new mentor a couple months ago, and I'm just devouring everything that he is teaching me. So within our community, we have 53.1 thousand people. When I started 18 months ago, it was 1,500 people. Now it's 53.1 thousand people. And he has a group of people within that community that he is mentoring personally. And I love having the smaller group, the more intimate connections and personal training from him. I never thought I would train with him. He's from the South. He's from Tennessee. He's this Black man that speaks with an accent, and he's completely different than anything around me where I live, but he is giving me what I need. He's giving me the tools, the education, the experience, the connection with emotion. Every time I listen to his lives, I told him this the other day, I listen to him on live and I want to cry. I want to cry and I want to sign up with him, but I'm already signed up. So he really gets into the emotion of, why do we want to do this? Like, why do you want to set yourself free? Why don't you want to work at a job anymore? Like, what are the stress points that you have? So I was highly educated, and I have a doctorate degree, and I have a big coaching degree. And I felt even almost some shame that I wasn't able to use those to earn income the way that I thought I should and thought I could. I was ashamed that I needed to have extra income. So I started this business just for the extra cash. And what I learned along the way is that it requires a lot of mindset. It requires a lot of attitude, positive attitude. It requires you can do it in a faceless way where you don't show up on camera, where you don't do videos on camera, but it does require you, if you want to be successful faster, to go on camera. And I really learned that I have skills in being on camera. So I started a whole coaching business around confidence on camera. So it's really opened me up to be able to coach my own people, to have coaching around a certain part of the business, which is being on camera. So if I've been talking too much and you don't know where to go, always go to the link in my bio where the link for wealthbuildermastery.com is there. You just click it, put in your email, and you can get all the details. Same with on YouTube in the description. The link is there. You just click it and you go and get all the information. Today, I have more time, so I wanted to share with you some of the details of this business, the nitty gritty, the background, the how it all works kind of thing. But let me know who's here. Welcome, Tony. Welcome, Hayes. Welcome, Charles. Welcome, Sarah. Let me know who's here and where you're coming in from. Little rehydration. Just looking at this screen. It's crazy. Okay. Now it looks more normal. Getting a text from somebody. I don't know who that is. So what we're talking about today, Wealth Builder Mastery is where you go. There's a link in my bio to just click through and go. And I'm going to show you where that will take you. It'll take you to a place you put your email in. Make sure you check your junk mail because the first one might go there. You'll get an email from me. You get a little message from me that takes you to a message from my mentor. Our mentor has gotten up to 6 million plus in just, well, since 2022. So a little over 2 years. And she's going to talk to you on a video. Then you go to my website where you can look at all the different programs. Now, let's talk a little bit about digital marketing because I didn't know this. So digital marketing is basically an educational business, an educational program. And we have 4 different levels of the education around how to market online, digital marketing. Everything is going digital these days. All of the stores you shop at, all of the places you shop at online, your grocery stores, your clothing stores, eventually probably there won't be many stores left in another 10, 15 years because everything will be purchased through internet, digital, phones, all of this. So don't you think that is something that would be wise for you to get into because maybe even your JOB is in jeopardy? Like I know my mentor who's done 400K in 16 months, he lost his job. And that was the impetus for him to get going in this business. And so what is the impetus for you looking at this, looking at me talking about just needing a phone, a Wi-Fi, and a social media channel to start learning to earn extra income? What is your why? My why was I just needed extra cash to get by from week to week, day to day, month to month. But I had a bigger why is that I needed to feel like I had retirement funds that I was setting up for my future. And so I needed to build that up. And that was the more scary thing, looking into the future. But the more present moment for me was being able to buy food for my cats, to buy food for myself, to be able to get the gas. You know, it would get down to those moments of the week when there wasn't much. It didn't look like there was much, but I've always believed that everything's always okay, that I would always have enough, that I would be able to find it if I needed to find it. So just last year, my car broke down. Well, it wasn't working very well, and I took it to the place to get it fixed. And they were basically, it's going to cost you $12,000 to get it fixed. And I'm like, I think I just would rather have a new car. And at that moment, I was like, didn't know how in the world I was going to get a new car, but I was determined that I was going to get it. So, even though everywhere I looked, there was no funds for it, I was able to manifest it. So I really believe that you can have whatever you want if you have a big enough desire, if you have the commitment and you stick with things. The biggest thing for me actually in this business was that I quit for some reason around Christmas time last year. And then getting back into it, I've had to get back into it and be more consistent. So once you're consistent in this business, let me tell you from experience, do not stop. stay consistent, because it's the consistency, it's the coming on every day that allows people to know you, like you, and trust you. Like, who's going to come on with somebody where they've seen them every day for 4 months and then all of a sudden they don't see them anymore? Then they're going to go to the next person. They're going to see somebody else. So consistency in this business is one of the biggest things to your success. And that's why we need to have mentorship. We have this community of 53,000 people where we have free live training every single week. I have my mentorship with my mentor within that group, where he does 2 live trainings a week. I do pay for the mentorship with him a little bit extra because I feel like it's worth it. I'm investing in my business. I'm investing in my success, but it's only $47 a month. So it's not a whole lot extra, but for the main part of the business, all you have to do is buy one of our 4 programs. Invest $39 in your website, invest in something like wealthbuildermastery.com or some kind of name for your business, and that's it. You don't have to ever invest anymore, and you get immediately the master resell rights to resell our programs for 100% profit. So we have the 4 programs. We have a 100, which is called Launchpad. It teaches you the basic skills of digital marketing. Thanks for coming in. It teaches you the basic skills of digital marketing, Launchpad. The second one is called Passive Daily Pay Blueprint. It teaches you the skills to make passive daily pay. It teaches you a blueprint to have the success of passive daily pay. That's $300. So imagine if you were to bring in $300 a day. I think that's $109,000 a year. And how would that make you feel? So all of these build on each other. Launchpad, Passive Daily Pay Blueprint builds on Launchpad. The next one is called Digital Mastery, where you become masterful at digital marketing. That's $600. And it's teaching you the skills to earn $600 daily. $600 daily. My memory might not be right, but it's over $200K. How would that make you feel to be bringing that in every single year? Is that more than what you're bringing in now, or would it just be an extra for you? And then the 4th level includes all of the programs. It's $900. It is called Legacy Builder. Legacy Builder because you're building a legacy for your family, for yourself, for your retirement. You're able to learn how to have a passive income, a recurring income. You're able to learn these skills that not only help you out in the moment, that help you bring in that regular passive recurring income throughout your lifetime. So that's why it's called Legacy Builder. It's $900. You're able to resell all 4 programs with that program. And what I told you before is that I was able to get in on installment plans. I offer you installment plans because of that. I wouldn't have gotten in if I didn't start on installment plan. I offer the installment plans for all the levels. So the only thing you really need is a desire, a phone, a Wi-Fi, and a social media channel to get started and start learning as you go. You will learn as you go. When I started, I had within my first week, even though I was on installment still, I had brought in more than my investment. In my second week, I had doubled my investment. So it really worked fast for me. Everyone is different. On the average, most everybody has in the community has paid for their investment within 7 days. That's the average. So it's not saying that everybody will, but it's saying that's the average. So who's here? What is your need? Why are you listening to me right now? Do you need more income? Do you want more time to travel? Do you want to build your retirement? What is your need that you're going to tell your story to others about to help them change their lives? Because it's, in the beginning, I was just like, I want to learn something where I can earn some income. I didn't realize I was going to have to be telling my story. In fact, if I knew that in the beginning, I'm not sure I would have started. So naivety, innocence can be helpful in the beginning because I just knew that I was in so much pain around not having the income that I needed to survive, basically, that I was willing to do whatever it took. And sometimes it takes that. You just have to jump in, dive in, and start. And you recognize and will realize the benefits, the bonuses, the things that, like helping other people earn extra income, is the most gratifying. When I'm scrolling through here and I see people talking that I introduced to this program, I get so gratified that they have a system that when they got fired, they had me telling them this is something that you could do, and that they're now doing it and earning from it. That's the most gratifying thing. And so think about, what if you had 100 people you introduced to this and you saw them earning extra income because you had the courage to open your mouth, because you had the courage to tell someone that you were struggling and you found a way. I didn't know that that would be so gratifying when I started. I just needed to have extra income. I just had the need. And so I started, I jumped in, I dove in. I'm pretty used to personal development and doing that kind of thing. So I decided I'd rather take a chance and lose the investment if it didn't work out than what if it did work out. What if it did work out and I brought in an extra 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, 60K, and more? What if it does work? What if it does work? You will not know until you jump in and you start and you try it. Okay, so let's get into some of the training today, some of the things I wanted to show you. And first, I'm going to show you around. I'm going to show you around the website, and we're going to talk about that. Depending on how I am after that, I might show you some other things. But I wanted to stick with this fact that all you need is your phone, a Wi-Fi, and social media channel, and a decision to make a change, a decision to start. And so I'll show you how you can get started once we get to the website, right? All right, so hang on, I'm going to flip the camera. Sorry for the YouTubers. It's now going to change to a different screen for you. Okay, now you can see my YouTube channel. So this is where you're going to go. When you go to wealthbuildermastery.com, that's what you'll see, is a picture of me. And you'll see, discover how to earn 100% profit online using this proven blueprint. This is something you need to know. It's a proven blueprint. It's a step-by-step system. All you need to do is follow along. It's helped thousands of people generate daily income without tech skills, without a big following, or even their own product. You're using the product that my mentor is giving you, the 4 different products. You can use these skills on your own product, like my coaching business. I can use these skills that I'm learning on that. So this is the screen you're going to see when you go to wealthbuildermastery.com. You can see that on the screen, or you click the link in my bio. You put in your email and then you say, yes, send me the blueprint now. You will then go check your junk mail, your email. You will get an email from me somewhere in there. Pull it over to your good mail, and then you will get a message from me saying welcome, which leads you to a message from my $6 million mentor where she describes the program to you, which then is going to lead you to click on a button that's going to take you here to my website. This is my website. Now, this is my personal website that they gave to me for $39. I have built websites for coaching business, websites for other businesses I've had that's cost me $3,000 to $5,000. And this website was $39. And I've changed it to personalize it. I've changed it and put my picture in there. I've changed it to my colors for my coaching business as well as my other businesses. So I branded it to me, but they give you the basic website and then you can make it your own. And so when you click this top button, it will take you right to the Legacy Builder program. The Legacy Program 2.0. This is the second year we're doing it. It's been updated since last year, and it will take you to that 900 program where you get all of these programs: Launchpad, Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, and Digital Mastery, and the Legacy Builder program, all together. This is a little thing that gives you your certification. I'll scroll down and show you that. This is Legacy Builder Licensed Reseller, where you have the license to resell all of these programs for 100% profit. You'll go through that licensing program and you'll learn a lot about digital marketing. Here's my mentor, my $6 million mentor, created this business, has created residual streams of income from TikTok, from YouTube. I don't even know what her monthly income is, but it's got to be six figures. So she has been very successful in this business, and she teaches us every single week within our program. We have 50K plus members, 53K now. Our community has collectively generated over 29 million globally in just 10 months. Now that's grown since this was put out in March. The average is that you will in 7 days get your investment back. That's the average customer puts in profit mode within 7 days. And then you stay in profit mode for the rest of your time because you don't need to invest anymore. That's it, one-time investment. We have a lot of testimonials from successful people in this business. This is my mentor here. And then some other people that are successful. She's from South Africa, and she's from Canada. I don't know where that girl is from. She's from Tennessee, I believe, and I'm not sure where that guy is from. And then it's set. You can always click to enroll. But imagine, here's me. Imagine if you could bring in 900 a day with just 2 hours extra work. You can do this in the pockets of your day. You can do this from your car, from your phone, your Wi-Fi, from anywhere really where you have those things. Would you like to have more freedom to travel? Would you like to build this profitable brand? Would you like to get away from your 9 to 5? This is my story here. And some of the things that I've enjoyed and the reason I'm in this business is the mindset shift, the confidence, the extra income, and the financial transformation. Being really ready to have the lifestyle that I want to have, and the retirement that I want to have. More testimonials, 3 testimonials from people that have been highly successful. I've watched all of these people in the time I've been in the business. You can enroll in the 900 program, which gives you all the bonuses and 4 income streams plus the $39 for the website. Why is this the perfect business? You want to make an extra income from home, but you don't know where to start. I didn't know where to start with having an extra business, and this teaches you exactly what you need to know. Your 9 to 5 job doesn't provide security, and you need a better way. You want to work from anywhere. Retirement is around the corner, but you don't have a reliable income stream, a passive income stream. You don't have enough saved. You're a busy parent, but you want something flexible that's family friendly. You want to see real results, and you want a step-by-step simple system that you can follow. This is all what that was. I earned $1,200 before I even knew what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. People just knew me, they trusted me, and they wanted what I wanted. You're going to get access to 4 income streams. 4 income streams, 4 ways to earn income. This is basically the Legacy Builder program, the income stream of 100, the Launchpad, the income stream of 300, Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, and the income stream of 600 with Digital Mastery. And then the income stream with all 4 together of 900. If you have questions, put them in the chat for me. I know this is a little overwhelming and confusing in the beginning. If you're following me, great. 4 income streams is better than 1. 4 income streams where you get the master resell rates to earn 100% profit is better than an affiliate marketing system where you're only earning a small percent, 1%, 5%, even 20% isn't 100% better than a small percent. If you want the 900 program, you can click there. If you think you need to start lower, you have that ability here. And in that ability, each one of them comes with a Afterpay or a Klarna or a way that you can do investments. So really, if you started out, say, for example, at Launchpad, did the Afterpay, just paying $25 a month until you got that paid off, then you earn some income and maybe you invest into the 300. If you do this within 30 days, you jump levels to within 30 days, then you only pay the difference. If you have to wait longer, then you're going to pay the full amount. Either way, it's still a really good investment. So once you click through on those, you will see the Afterpay or Klarna amounts that are available to you. And remember, it's wealthbuildermastery.com where you go, put your email in, and you'll get that email right away from me. And then we go to the group. This is all the bonuses you get when you come in at any level. You get all these bonuses. You get the bonus of the community of 53,000 people, weekly live coaching calls with our $6 million mentor. You get other mindset training calls, you get tech calls, you get 24/7 access to the community to ask any questions that you want. You can listen to old recordings. I'll show you the community in a second. Then you get all these Canva crash course. If you've never studied Canva and you don't know how it works, you get exclusive bonus of how our mentor, $6 million mentor, did her first million in 17 months. That is really good because she didn't even have the 900 program when she did that. She only had the 600 program. So even more amazing. You get a 30-day market strategy PDF growth plan. You get a training on your invisible empire, how to do faceless marketing. You get 200 digital product ideas PDF workbook. And then why are you still here? You learn a little bit about our mentor, Michelle. And you can also learn about her side-by-side tech expert who does all the tech for the business and the company. And then you can enroll anytime throughout this website. You can get the 4 income streams. And you can read this at your leisure, go through the frequently asked questions, but that's the website. That's the website you get for $39 with your investment. Now, every time you go, I'm going to get the programs up here, this picture. So every time you come in to each program, you'll have to pay that $39 website fee because they'll have to rebuild that website for you for the next level. So if you come in at the 900, you only pay that $39 once. Then you'll get a business name for yourself from an outside provider. And that ends up being, maybe you get an email connected with that. That might be 20 to 30 a year. It's not very much for having a business. When you have your own business, you'll begin to know that you enjoy business expenses because that takes down the taxes that you have to pay. So you come in with this one. This is where you go. You'll get Wealth Builder Mastery. You put your email in. You see the picture of me. You know you're in the right place. And you check your junk mail. You'll get a message from me. And then you'll go through a message from my mentor, $6 million mentor. You go to the website, which we just talked about in detail. So I won't talk more about that, but that looks like that. And then I wanted to also show you. So let's go to my TikTok channel here. Oh, you can't. Let me see. You can't see how many people have I'm going to reset that TikTok channel for a second and see if the numbers come up. Oh, yeah. This is my slightly viral video that I did the other day. It's saying I'm doing it. 1,022. It's not a lot, but I did this video here. 1,022 it's up to. It's just a little video. But this is where you go to get the link, wealthbuildermastery.com. You just click that and it will take you to that, right? So that's where you see that on TikTok. Just to the right of my name, you can see now it shows we're doing a live, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so then let's go to our digital growth community. It's called Digital Growth Community. It's housed on School. It's the #1 community in school for education. You can see that I'm not lying. We do have 53.1K members. That's how many are online right now from all over the world. And we have something called, we have the classroom, the calendar, the members, the leaderboards. We have something called wins. And I wanted to show you the wins because the wins are really important to keep you motivated. When you're not winning, somebody's winning in the group. Somebody got $100 in her account, another $100 sale. So this person got 71.5K in 6 weeks and 2 days. You guys, think about that. Carrie, 71.5K in 6 weeks and 2 days. That's a little over a month. That's an incredible win. Renee got 1,800 in 4 days. You know, Victoria Rami, mortgage free. Now she's over 500K since she started. I know that just because I know her. Now they've gotten a new home on a golf course, a really nice home. I don't know if that's a picture of her and her husband in their new home. And they've just paid off their mortgage in their new home. Amazing what people are doing. And she's a stay-at-home mom, 3 kids. Her husband's in the army. She's pretty much at home with her kids all by herself. And her kids are special needs. So not an easy way, not an easy life, but a big need that she has in order to get the success that she's had. She went from Nicola 500 per month to 10K in 30 days. This is a training we have, 10K in 30 days, and she did it. 900 took me 2 weeks when I was doing the dash. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but she did 900 in 2 weeks. 6 sales in 3 weeks. She doesn't say how much. I love looking at the financial wins because it gets me inspired. Some people also do 4K views on YouTube. So views and amount of people that they have in their leads. A $900 ding. We call it a ding because it notifies you on your phone. First sale coming in. Wow, my first 10K month. Anna Lowry. She's got 198 leads. $600 ding. So it just keeps going on and on and on. There's 28,185 pages of wins. So if you need inspiration, you can go there. If we go into our community calendar, you can see that we have several trainings. Now tomorrow we have tax support call. And then Thursday, we have how to support your customers, and also we have another tech support call. So we really have training. Today, I didn't go to the call, but we had a call for just the Legacy Builder program. So the Legacy Builders get a call once a week with our $6 million mentor. So another reason to be a Legacy Builder member. I think that was all that I was going to show you. I'm going to go back to flip the screen. Let me take the mirror off. Oh, shoot, I'm going to sneeze, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry. That'll make me smile. Okay. I know. I had to get rid of it somehow. So wealthbuildermastery.com is where you go to. Wealthbuildermastery.com is where you go to start getting all that information. Who here has a question? We've been on here a while. I have a doctor's appointment coming up, but I still have a little while I can be on here. So if you have a question, put it in the chat. Thanks for being here. Let me know where you're coming in from. Thanks for joining, Bernie. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here. So what you need is a phone. I know you have a phone because or you have a computer or something that you're following me on at the moment. You're most likely on your phone. So you need a phone, you need Wi-Fi, and you need a social media channel. Then you need the skills. You need to be able to learn the skills, and that's what our digital marketing programs teach you. They teach you the skills to learn digital marketing. Let's see what's happening here on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. They teach you the skills to learn digital marketing, right? So if you come in at the Legacy Builder, the 4th program, and have all 4 programs to resell, you can get 100, 300, 600, 900. If you got, I think it's 1900 if you sell one of each of those in a day. Now, I have to say our 900 program is the most popular. It is the most popular because it gives you those 4 income streams. And isn't 4 income streams better than 1 income streams? That's what I thought. That's why I got in at the top level when I started. I couldn't afford to get in at the top level when I started, so I got in on my friend's installment plan. And I offer that to you as well because that helped me out so much when I was starting. I have to shift myself. Who has a question? Who is here for the first time? Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, get revived. Okay, thanks for being here, guys. I don't think I'm going to really go through this chart, but just wanted to hold that up there in case you see that better. Wealthbuildermastery.com. Hold it up for the YouTubers here. Wealthbuildermastery.com. If you want to follow me on YouTube, I am Dr. Shelley Nash on YouTube. Dr. Shelley Nash on YouTube. It might be Dr. Shelley Nash Coaching. I'm not sure exactly. So what's up? What's up? Who's ready to start learning to use their phone, their Wi-Fi, and their social media channel to start earning while they learn versus just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling? How many hours you spend scrolling? I have to admit, I still spend a lot of hours scrolling. I call it research, but it's really not. I have my channels that I like I'm sure you do as well. I have the things I'm following that are current in the world, and then I have just the cat videos that I like to watch, and I have other things that are just pure what I like. But I have a separate channel here that I do that on, so it doesn't mess up the algorithm of my business channel, right? So you won't see me scrolling on this channel. And speaking of that, you want to go in and put your email in. And if you have any questions, send me an email, because I do not do messaging here. Messages here are not safe because there are a lot of people that imitate my account and other people's accounts. So you never really know if it's the person they claim to be in Messenger here. So the best way to get a hold of me is to go to wealthbuildermastery.com, put your email in, and then respond to the email with your questions for me. And I'm happy to answer your questions about anything you want to know about the digital marketing business. Anything you want to know about confidence on camera, around confidence in general, mindset. I do some style coaching as well, because that's been my history in my life is fashion, confidence, and style. So thanks for being here today. If nobody has any questions, we're going to be getting off shortly. We've been on about an hour, and that's usually about all I do. So I will see you tomorrow. I will see you more this week. I'm going to try to be more consistent with my times here on my lives, because that's probably the hardest thing for me to be consistent with right now, because I have a JOB where I have different hours. I have a variety of hours at my JOB. So sometimes I work in the morning, sometimes I work at night. So it's hard to be consistent with a time for my lives right now, but I'm going to try my best to be more consistent with those for you guys. Go to my channel, like my page, follow my page. I always do 3 pieces of content every day. What's content? Content is 3 videos where I'm talking to you about where I've been, what's possible. I'm kind of posing some questions for you and trying to get you to think about your life and what you want different, and how you want it to change, because that's really why you're here, right? You're not listening to me for the heck of listening to me. There's something you want. There's something that is driving you to have more cash, more funds, more something in your life. And that's what we're here to help you discover, help you decide. The amount of time it takes you to decide is the amount of time you'll be away from learning to earn income online. So the sooner you decide, the better. I'm going to go in here and check something. I wanted to see about posting a board. I don't know how that works, so I'm going to try this. I have to create the board when I'm not live, and then I can post the board. Okay. I'll have to figure that out when I'm not live, I guess. All right. Thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you being here. Not a lot of chatters here today, but if there's value that you've gotten today, then go and follow me. Go and put your email in, get more information, send me an email with your questions, and I'm happy to help you with that. All right. Talk to you soon.